And they're not going to get the kick off in time. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go to Barkley again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now a toss right to Barkley. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Michael Strahan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Great. Here we go.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. An Eagle 1st down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. First throw in overtime here for Vic. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Strahan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Flush to his right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Right 90, right 20, right 24. Go, go, go.
Time to see what Vic can do in the OT. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Double.
4th down, Vic. That's to his running back, complete. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. Some big-time drama as the game continues. They had to have that 4th down conversion. They made it work.
And you and I have both seen play callers' play sheets, right? And a lot of them look like, menus at restaurants. They always have a special section for those plays when you absolutely have.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out.